Good morning, everybody. Forex Market Analytics. We're back Wednesday morning today. Guys, we wanted to follow up on the Euro Pound. It's doing phenomenally well. The move on the downside here is really unusual in that, in its intensity. You remember we were here last week basically announcing that we're getting involved. We're pulling the trigger, reestablishing our bearish position because we were already involved in a bearish campaign, which was very successful up to that moving average. And then we got out, we took a break. We thought that price could push all the way to 90.68. After 10 days or so, we've had that single day kind of downside explosion. I would describe this, and we felt that this move was kind of marking the beginning of the next downside segment, right? So we pulled the trigger. We got involved. We pulled the trigger. That was still above the 200 daily moving average. We've had the following day was as explosive as the original day, right? And we actually increased the position. Couple of days ago, the next day, which was a couple of days ago, we've seen price kind of pulling back a little bit. We decided to take some profit off the table. We got rid of the first trade. And yesterday, guys, was another explosive move on the downside. It's basically coming from the British pound. It's more about the British pound that is hammering, which creates this situation here with the Euro pound just dropping like a stone. So guys, we just pulled the trigger the second time again, right? As you can see, we're kind of scaling in and out as we move downwards. It could be the last time we actually push one more trade in this position because we're getting closer to our primary target at 85.40. That's definitely our final destination. We will pull out completely at that point. Stop loss level was adjusted quite significantly, I would say, from 90 to 89, so 100 pip of adjustment for the stop loss level. Before we wrap this up, I want to show you the big picture, guys. This is so interesting to see this huge trading range that we were following up for so long. And we were involved here with the Euro pound mostly because of that setup that you're looking at right now. You can track this one back all the way to 2016. There are a few legs in place, but right now we're playing out the fifth move, the fifth leg back towards the lower section here, and you can see why we are working here with 85.40 as our primary target. All right, should be interesting to keep an eye on this one. Take a look at this from the weekly perspective. This is just, this is nosediving. That's how we call this. All right, guys, Euro pound. Let's hope this wonderful negative momentum will sustain itself till the very end at 85.40. We'll be back to follow up, and that's about that for this one. We'll see you in the next.